to 7th of November in Delhi. So that's our plan. I hope everything will be ready by the time. So we'll do that.
Right.
Like Peace Corps, we would like to have a Seva Corps. The people can come and then work for a few months or whatever, a year or something. People have some talents, skills, and they can come and help. So like that, it's a huge organization. We have to organize all that. So anyway, this is the plan. It's
more than a plan.
Thank you.
Thank you. We are waiting for you in Brazil.
What are you going to do with this? What will you do?
It's for a program on TV about yoga. People don't know much about Vedanta also in Brazil.
Okay.
It's kind of getting to get bigger.
Good.
And also a documentary on yoga and Vedanta. So
Good.
Many things. Thank you.
No, other question. I think they had enough, eh?
I have a question. Is japa possible without the beads? I mean, you were saying that
Yeah.
japa is very important.
Japa is possible without beads. In fact, sometimes without beads is better, sometimes with beads also. Because if you find you are very restless, then beads are good. On those days we can use beads. Handy. The beads, how do you use the beads? Also, there's a method of doing it. You know, you hold it like this, it's here on this finger, it hangs on this finger. Then you close the finger, this, it'll be like this. It's on your lap. The whole mala is on your lap. Then there is always one, standing out, one, the odd one. You start with the odd one. It's not here in this. You start with the odd one. Suppose the odd one, start with that. Then you turn not by this finger. This finger can turn very mechanical, it will become. You need not even chant. To establish a synchronization, you do a little, in a difficult way you do the whole thing. That is, you do it with your middle finger and turn towards you. This is called telling the bead, not counting the bead. Telling, because you are telling, like a tell, teller. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here you say the chant and turn a bead towards you. 1. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. You keep on chanting. You do the middle, with the middle finger. Beginning is difficult. Then it gets synchronized. Then when you do this, when your mind moves away, then this will stop. That gives a jerk, a kind of a change in the act that you are doing. stops. Then when it stops immediately, oh, no, sure. It's a kind of a policing your own thought. So it's a help. On a restless days you can do that. Other days is mentally you can do, no problem.
I have another question. You said that you emphasize the importance of Shravana. Shravana, what will the deaf person do?
Deaf person is very difficult, He can read. If the person can read, is to read. Very difficult. And then I have to learn the whole sign language. I don't think I can make it. And I think they can read, I suppose. Read and understand. Shravanam means with the help of a teacher, inquiry into the Shastra, the book, the teaching. It's called Shravanam. It's not just listening, really. So, it's a problem. The person means then you have to have, I can sit like this. Then you will ask, what is this? Then I have to say that. I can't say. This is a symbol, Tattvamasi. You are that. And he should know what is this. Then I have to explain. Same problem. Then you have to explain. So, they have evolved a language, sign language, very well here in this culture. They are able to almost convey everything. The entire news story, they are able to tell. If they can tell a news story, perhaps this also can be told, I don't know. Let us first cover the people who can hear. Afterwards we'll think about them. Yeah.
Also, some of them read lips.
They read, lip reading they do. But for that they should know the words, But this is a little bit linear. So, it's a linear thinking. That's why even in a language where words are characters, like Chinese, Japanese, becomes difficult to teach. This teaching becomes difficult.
Has it something to do with the, in the old days there was no written, it was all Guru Sishya only by hearing. Is there something to do with that?
No, it's not because of that. It has to be listened to, being taught. It has to be taught. That's why it's called Shravanam. Yeah. It has to be taught with the help of a teacher. The tradition was oral, of course. The whole Veda was in the head.
Swamiji, in one of the Gita Vichara groups, one fellow asked, when I said Shravanam is important, this can be done only at the feet of a guru. You have to have a guru in order to learn this. You said, why? Can't I take the whole teachings in the form of a word, a written word, like Gita Vichara group, the book itself? Won't that replace the teacher? He put me in a hard spot. Then I said, no, you have to have a guru because the content of this topic is so intense and so subtle. You are likely to go astray and the teacher will
No, no.
see you and put you
As
back.
long as the book is very clear, the book also serves. The book itself is teaching anyway. So it can serve. But the reality check,
The teacher has to be there.
reality check. When the teacher says you are Ananda, then it's a direct hit. Yeah.
Seems like
It's a direct hit, and so it hits the person. That you can make the person see this is what you are. So the words, the live person, his own vision, his own, that gives a certain something which printed words cannot convey. So you require a live teacher. But suppose there is a live teacher who says, this is what the book says. Suppose he says like this, bro. No, suppose he says, the book says, the book says, you are Ananda, I am Ananda, we are all Ananda. But it's a far cry for all of us. We have a long way to go. The path is very arduous. It is walking on a razor's edge, and there are many pitfalls. And it's a very arduous path, full of thorns. It's a very common thing. You ask everybody. You can fall on the way. One good thing about this teaching is you cannot fall any further, okay? So, you are infinite and you are limitless, and you take that you are limited. So what else? Where is the further fall? There is no further fall. It's all nonsense. There is neither fall nor going up, because anywhere up you will still be limited. Therefore, how are you going to fall? There is no fall. It's not that slowly you go and then afterwards you come down and then you go and then come down. It is not a slippery pole. You know what they do? Like in India on Krishna Jayanti day, they erect a pole. And this pole is made slippery. The castor oil, they apply this castor oil. There are a lot of things which are slippery, glue, this gooey stuff, all this. They put it there on this. And it's very difficult to go up. One fellow goes at the top, of course there is money there. Money there, different things are there. It is Krishna Lila. Krishna as a boy used to play with others, and therefore here all this. So all of them play. Somebody has to go up and get it. There will be sweets and there will be a lot of things, like piñata. So you have to go up. We tried this one here, but nobody could go up, therefore we gave it up. So it's a difficult thing to go up. And you just come down. Then you go up. Suppose this fellow goes this much and then comes down. He didn't get it. He goes little up above. Still he didn't get it. So in this limited, at least here there is some progress. Then what they used to do, then people go over people. 3, 4 fellows down below, and then another 2 fellows, and then another 1 fellow, then push the fellow, and then get it, and this is how they did here. They couldn't go up. At least there is some way you can reach. It's not like this here. Somewhere somebody is nearer, somebody is far away. There is no such thing. It is limitless and you are limited. Either you know or you don't know. Only thing we can say is one can be more ready than the other. That's all what we can say. One is little more ready than the other. Either because of a certain capital with which one starts one's life, some karma, samskara, certain advantage, some handicap. These things can be there. And therefore, this is all wrong. They're all wrong expressions. You know, if you have all these books, this age, a racer's edge. Somebody wrote a book, the Somerset Maugham. A racer's edge, a book he wrote. So you have to be careful, you may fall and...
Swamiji, I remember you compared a Vedanta teacher to a sculptor, to an artist, a sculptor sculpting away a piece of stone. And you compared that to a Vedanta teacher. I wondered what purpose, how you, what is art? What purpose does it serve?
I know modern art. I am encouraged whenever I see modern art. Because when I see modern art, I feel I can be an artist also. It's encouraging. One great contribution of modern art to the human understanding is that it has knocked off the concept of ugliness. And commonplace. Really. That's a great thing. It takes, suppose a common object, just a commonplace object, it picks up. And then it gives a background to this commonplace object and presents it in a certain way, like just a twig. Then it becomes art, you know. Just commonplace. So there is something about this as the art. Art means I'm talking painting or sculpture. I don't know. There is so much abstract talked about. There is more talk about than what, there is more talking than what it is. So like one person was giving a big talk, this particular music is this, and then he had a flute, some kind of a flute, this kind of. And gave a big talk, this is from this century and that century and all that. And afterwards began playing and there was nothing. And this so much talk. Yeah, so what comes out is a pain, pain. Something.
Swamiji had said you would talk about the significance of Om, and also you had related an incident in the last Brahma Sutras course that was hilarious. So if you could do it for us now again.
Om, that is anyway, let us leave the art alone, okay? I always thought art is something that I'll finish one sentence I say. You have a certain vision and you make the other person understand that. That's an art. How well you make the person understand. So that's an art. You are inspired and you make the other person inspired, same way. So teaching also is an art, that way. I have something to share with you and I have to use words for it, and I use my words and help you see. So in this, naturally, I have to pick and choose my words. The words that I use must be understood by you the same way as I understand them. Therefore, I can't use words which carry a certain element of subjectivity. I may know it in one way, a given word, and you may know it entirely differently. It is open to subjectivity, like divine, even religious, like even God. Everybody has his own, her own meaning for all this. So like this, there are so many words. So avoid them. And communicate. That's how I do. Even the word criminal I won't use. I won't use the word beggar. These days that also I avoid. There are people given to crime. There are people given to beggary. That is the truth. There are no criminals, there are no beggars. There are people who are given to begging.
It seems like when you think of all the really great teachers of the world, yourself included, they have such a refined quality of heart that they have the ability to open up the hearts of their devotees. And then at some point, it seems that the devotee surrenders because there's that level of love and trust that's been built. And then it seems at that point, the words of the teacher are no longer words you hear, but words that transfer from one heart to another and become your reality and your truth.
Yeah, even that surrender is not an easy thing. Yeah, that also need to be taught. So, really speaking, surrender is really understanding. The more you understand, the more you give up. So, it's like that. Yeah. That's only a word, they will use the word surrender. It looks very convincing. But who is to surrender what?
So it happens naturally.
Yeah, it doesn't.
When there's like.
No, one has to know. Some people can be more believing, more trusting. That's possible. But surrender is something that takes place when you find that you have nothing to surrender. So, so that's really speak. And that takes a lot of teaching, really. Yeah. Let us just talk about Om and we will finish it. We will top it. In the beginning, Arambe Omkaraha and Ante also Omkaraha. You begin with Om, you end with Om. Omiti, that Om is a word which has the meaning of good beginning, auspicious beginning. And the end also you say Om Tat Sat. This is also, we do that. So Om is a very important word, the Vedic word it is. And it is a word which comes from the root Ava Rakshane. Avati Rakshati iti Om. The one who sustains everything, a source of blessing is Om. So this Om is a single syllable. It's a word. It is not form. It is not a form symbol. It is a word. And also it is used as a sound symbol. A sound symbol. There are two types of symbols. A form symbol and a sound symbol. A sound symbol, a symbol for a certain concept or certain being, certain deity. Like Hreem, Shakti. Aim, in fact, Aim it is. And Shakti, Saraswati. Shreem, Lakshmi. Gam, Ganesha, Ganapati. Like this we have different single syllabic sound symbols for deities. Om is everything. All deities put together. Symbol for Ishvara. First it is a word. Avati Rakshati di Om. That is linguistic. It is a part of the language. Then as a sound symbol, it is used for invoking Ishvara.